You there! This is Dave and Jason.
Hey!
From DC On Screen. It's that time again. We need help from you to grow our show. But keep listening because there's something in it for you. Give us a 5-star written review on iTunes for a chance to win a free DC trade paperback, DVD, or Blu-ray valued at $15 or less. 1 in 10 will win. The winner will be randomly selected with a number generator on random.org and announced on one of our news episodes. It's pretty simple, really.
Free stuff!
Hooray! Anyway, yeah, seriously, do that. It helps us a lot. It's, like, so good. Anyway, sit back. Enjoy this brand new episode of DC On Screen. Welcome into DC On Screen, episode 235. I am your host, David C. Robertson. This is my co-host, Jason Goss.
Hello.
Today we're going to get super spoilery on Supergirl 2x03. Welcome to Earth. To recap, Supergirl saves Wonder Woman, Madam President, from seemingly Kryptonian fireballs. Alex's investigation of the incident finds a new, frustrating local talent, Detective Maggie Sawyer, but also finds Mon-El, who is from the dreaded planet Daxam. Supergirl assumes the worst because Daxamites are just the worst, but reverses her stance when another assassination attempt ensues with Mon-El behind bars the whole time. With the help of Alex and Detective Sawyer, they stop Scorcher, who thinks the Alien Amnesty Bill is just a cheap cover for alien registration. Meanwhile, Snapper Carr gives James Olsen trouble in his first meeting, but after a pep talk from Carr, James shuts that shit down. Afterward, Kara digs Air Force One, so President Wonder Woman says Kara should see her other jet, but she can't. It's invisible.
It was there the whole time. Prove me wrong.
Then the president is revealed to the audience to be an alien. Finally, after all this talk about alien rights and the discovery of a dive bar full of them, Hank decides to branch out and have a beer, only to discover the last daughter of Mars. I found it weird that she would refer to herself as the last daughter of Mars in such a dramatic way.
Well, you'd just think she would be rethinking it. Like, I guess. Well, that's not true. She is still the last daughter of Mars. I mean, Hank's clearly no one's daughter.
They're shapeshifters. How would you know?
Well, that's true. I mean, they have like an origin form, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, that dramatic entrance aside, Megan!
Yep.
We got us a Miss Martian, y'all.
We do.
Somebody dutifully pointed out that if they combined all the shows, they're getting really close to being able to do a live-action Young Justice now.
Mm-hmm. They are.
And, oh, dear God, I want that. Like, you've got every other night filled. You've got me every other night of the week, CW. Give me that on Friday. We told you we wanted Constantine. I still do, but if you're not doing that, I'll take a Young Justice live-action.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Oh, yeah. So all the little Wonder Woman nods amused me. I mean, the obvious one with the jet, and then when Supergirl's putting her capes on fire, so she does the spin move.
Yeah, which all of that was like we took a step back on Supergirl in terms of special effects this week. The special effects were pretty friggin' awful.
Yeah, those fireballs look pretty lame.
Fireballs were lame. Man, I wish with all my heart they would stop doing those scenes where they just have them floating in the air, and it looks like they have like some fans blowing at them while they're, quote, in the air. It just looks awful. And they've got them kind of like moving around. So it looks like they're like moving the camera around and then just throwing like a singular background around them, behind them. It doesn't move.
It really is. It's like someone came to the producers and said, look, you can either have good effects this episode or Linda Carter. And the person, whatever producer looked at him and went, why are you still talking? Go get me Wonder Woman. All right, we warned you. Just saying all the fire is going to look shitty. And
hey, man, I'd rather have good effects than Wonder Woman.
I do hope it's just a one-off that they didn't get this done. Because they've, especially this season, being as short as it has been, but kind of as action-packed and 2 soups flying around and the flying looked better. It's really been great. This is the only time we've had a problem with it, frankly.
Hopefully they're saving money for other reasons. I don't know. I've seen enough Linda Carter with bad special effects. I have the whole complete series of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But had some good lines in the episode. Jean saying, I picked the wrong time to get rid of all my kryptonite.
Uh-huh.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I thought it was kind of funny, and I haven't heard anybody say anything about it, but Supergirl didn't even try to put out those Secret Service guys.
Yeah, she went straight for the president.
Yeah, I mean, which I guess is the point, but...
I mean, they looked pretty done for. They were just covered in flame.
I thought I felt like the show writers were like walking back a little bit. The whole Hope thing from the last season.
Yeah.
Because like Manhunter's going like, I think Hope isn't going to help us take down the... I'm like, Hope did a lot. Hope Hope stopped an entire Kryptonian invasion, sir.
Yeah.
I actually dug Scorcher, like having a problem with the Alien Amnesty, thinking it was a cover for registration.
Somebody had to do that. Anytime you bring up like alien registration in a comic book store, you have to bring up the who has the information. Why do you need all that information?
Mm-hmm. Well, let's just say it was a little deeper than I thought this show would go.
Yeah, I thought they'd at least bring it up. I didn't know how far they'd go with it, but man, I'll tell you though, they did give Linda Carter some killer lines, and as much as I liked her lines, like it's a good bit about it's not enough to defend the world, John. You need to live in it too. Great advice, great quote.
Mm-hmm.
But what I loved more was like every time she said something like that, Supergirl just goes off the like. If you counted how adorable she's being in puppies, it's like 50 puppies. The scale's only made for 40 puppies, so you see.
See, I thought Carr was annoying when she was doing all that. I was like, dude,
calm
your shit.
No, I thought it was cute, man. She like is completely smitten. I don't blame her.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, and they even gave her a I kind of wish I could learn more about this. Do you remember that she's explaining what the Daxamites, the history between them and the Kryptonians,
mm-hmm.
and then she says some phrase in Kryptonian and says, "What does that translate to?" And nothing I can repeat in English.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish this wasn't on the CW, so she could actually tell me what she said in English.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
Yep. Oh, and the bit about the alien detection device, they went through the whole 9 yards philosophically on that too. I thought.
Yeah. I even like that Carr wound up seeing Lena's viewpoint on the matter. I liked the
honesty with them later. When she said, "Oh no, I totally tried to throw you under the bus." I wrote a scathing article, and they changed it.
I love that Snapper told her that she had to write with an unbiased viewpoint, which I just laughed at. I'm like, what media does that now?
Oh, Snapper. You are from a different time, aren't you, buddy?
I mean, they have news channels devoted to whatever your biased line of thinking is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Snapper.
And she did seem to describe it as though this Lex, in this universe, Lex is just good old-fashioned, arg, Superman evil. I mean, there's a lot of nuance to... I mean, I've been catching up on Smallville, so there's a lot of nuances to a Luthor if you want to, but this one just sounds like, nope, I've got a ton of money and I'm super smart and I hate Superman. And, I'm in jail again.
Well, I don't know about again. I think they kind of played both hands, but, I mean, let's not mince words here. The Lex, my favorite Lex of the animated series, he was evil.
Yeah.
He was rich, and you couldn't pin anything on him, but he was evil. Make no bones about it. He was evil, and he was constantly trying...
He was smooth. He was a bad dude.
Had plans, constant plans to take down Superman. Hated Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So, while this Luthor was clearly, like, somewhat the evil Luthor who did stuff like cause earthquakes in California, and people just assume he did it, he didn't actually get caught until recently. Where Superman could actually throw him under the bus and put him in jail. And again, this is, Superman's been around for, some 10, 12 years or whatever. So Luthor's had a lot of time to slowly become angrier and more evil in his attempts to take down Superman.
Mm-hmm. I assume this kind of all culminated like a few years ago. Because normally the way it happens, you Superman shows up on the scene, Lex gets fascinated, then obsessed, and then tries to take him down. But that didn't happen overnight.
Right.
Takes a few years and a couple of thwarted plans to build that kind of hate.
I like the word thwart.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun word.
Oh, speaking of thwarting, the show did something for me that I really appreciated. So they locate Wynn locates the Kryptonian and then brags about how he did it to no one, which was a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wrote down as it's happening, I'm like, why are you sending a team of humans to catch a proto-Superman? What the fuck, show? And they get back. And Alex immediately tells her sister, I know you're going to say you should have waited for me. And Kara tells her, no, I was going to say you should have waited for me, dummy. Thank you, show.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for putting a lantern on that one really quickly.
Mm-hmm. That was good.
Yeah. And we're introduced to two people now. So how'd you like Mon-El?
He was okay, but I didn't like that they let him go.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, yeah, okay, Mon-El didn't try to kill the president, but he did take a guy hostage to get his message sent, and was pretty violent about it.
And
so maybe not the most stable guy.
Tons of equipment. All right, yeah, you got a point. Hey, we're going to forgive you for taking that guy hostage. By the way, your entire planet's dead. Oh, the door's over there.
Yeah, kind of a poor time to tell him that, too.
Oh, she could not tell him.
No. So, what are the odds we're looking at? Alex and Maggie?
I give it at least a 50% chance.
They think it's a lot more than 50%, man.
I think it's already getting shipped, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, they're, broadcasting it with foreshadowing.
Yeah. Yeah, they're, what do they call that? Telescoping it or something. I'm down. I mean, I kind of, over the course of the episode, kept thinking, dude, Maggie's a lot of fun. And, especially, she goes to the bar and says, oh, it's a telepathic mind melding. Oh, how do you think she learned English?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah. So earlier this year when they announced that someone on Supergirl would wind up being gay, I mean, we said it in the show, there's really only, Alex? I mean, you really can't.
We thought it might be Wynn.
He's in love with Carr all these years and then decides, oh, okay, if I can't have a Supergirl, I can't have a girl at all? Nah.
No, I mean, it could be as simple as, he was in love with Carr, but that didn't mean he didn't like other people.
Sure. I mean, they could make him bi.
It couldn't be ruled out in any capacity. But
I guess technically Alex went on a date with Maxwell Lord, but that was a fact-finding mission. That wasn't...
Well, they had something going on. It wasn't ever extremely clear, but there was something between them.
Was there?
Yeah.
Was there?
Not a ton. The only thing that'll make me mad about Alex and Maggie is if they do, the thing where, Alex and Maggie are just finally going to actually maybe hook up a little bit, and then guess what? Here comes Max Lord again.
Yeah. I do wonder what happened to Maxwell.
And he's really changed, and now he's ready to talk about his feelings more.
Yeah, they didn't even get that deep into it. It's like Max Lord was a selfish asshole who recorded their conversation and...
But hope, Dave. But hope.
There was the hope thing.
Yeah. Actually,
I would like to just know what happened to him. I
thought they had a little bit of chemistry mid-season, but by the end of the season, yeah, it was really more about him and Kat.
Mm-hmm. Was. So, more things to piss people off. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think people are more upset about the James Olsen Guardian thing.
Which is odd.
It is odd.
At least let him try it and then get mad. Don't get mad
What's funny is the comic fans, or a lot of the people didn't even realize. They're like, well, they can't do that to Guardian. I'm like, why were you not yelling about this last year? What do you mean? When Jim Harper was evil and a racist?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, it's because you didn't know Jim Harper was Guardian, right?
No, but I just looked it up when they said Guardian, and and now I'm mad about a thing.
Yeah, I think that's all I've got for this episode, honestly. I mean, it's an okay episode. Bad special effects.
Yeah, they'll fix it on the special effects next week. It's basically Fight Club happening next week, or War World in this universe.
Yeah, sort of. But yeah, looks interesting. So,
and I don't even have any speculation about what the hell the president is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Not one clue.
If there was an Easter egg or something, I mean, I went back and kept looking at it, and I was like,
that doesn't look like anything. I paused it.
I mean,
it didn't look like anything too telling. I was going to require more information on that one.
I'm sure it looks like something that I'm just not thinking of.
Well, probably.
But I really liked Maggie Sawyer though.
Yeah,
she was a fun character.
She was. I decided I really liked her when she beat the entire DEO to the second location.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, they're going to make her super clever, too. She's going to be fun.
Yeah. I hope that Alien Dive Bar becomes more like a standard location.
I would really like that, yeah.
It looked pretty solid, like they built the set to last for a minute.
Yeah. You know what's sad? That set's probably built a lot sturdier than some of the dive bars I've been in. The one it reminded me of in particular is a place in downtown that man, I swear the walls on this place are only held up by staples from bands before, like the flyers.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing keeping just the walls up.
I bet I've been in there. What was it?
The Nick.
Oh God, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that. Oof.
Yeah, they cut out being able to smoke cigarettes in bars in Birmingham like 4 years ago or something. And if you walk in right now, it still smells like someone exhaled in your face. And just like they just put the cigarette out.
That's what the walls are made of, or like old cigarettes. They just kind of shoved it to a corner.
Bent in, yeah. It's amazing. It's one of those places where like they have 2 bathrooms, but one of them's a little bit hidden. And it's a very small building, but one of them's a little bit hidden, and only the bands know about that other bathroom, and they don't tell people about it because then there would be 2 awful bathrooms, and this one's just kind of awful. Mm-hmm. So the bands and staff don't actually tell anybody about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's rough in there.
It is. Oh, last thing on the episode I had. Sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
How'd you like James owning Snapper at the end there?
Oh, man, I like that a lot.
Dropping the editorial hammer on his ass.
Yep, that was a lot of fun.
Because, I mean, oh, man. James took that a lot better than I did when Snapper's handing out assignments. I would have definitely been the guy that was like, anyone who walks out of this room right now is fired.
Mm-hmm. I like the, I'll walk, then walk.
There's the door.
I'm like, damn, James.
Yeah.
You do deserve a shield.
Uh-huh.
You're the guardian of my heart.
Mm-hmm. Make that a music video. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, dude. Look on his face when he's staring Snapper down. Fantastic. I am really digging Snapper. He's just a complete dick, and I love it.
Yes.
But you're right. That guy is really good at playing that kind of character. So it seems like
no, he's really good at playing every
kind of character. Sorry. But, yeah, man.
I've never seen him play this character before.
Seems like I had, but I cannot put my finger on it.
He probably has.
I'll actually do some, research at some point and try to pick that out. But they, you stay out of my lane, I'll stay out of yours. Perfect.
That was good stuff.
Yeah, that was all I had, finally.
Yeah. Well, let's move it along. Guys, thank you so much for listening to DC On Screen. You can find every episode at DCOnScreen.com. Be sure to subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. We are proud members of the Giant Size Team Up Network. GiantSizeTeamUp.com. Check out all those shows on the network. When we're coming back, we're going to do Flash 304, The New Rogues. We're going to talk some Mirror Master. Until next time, keep some DC on your screen.
I want you to know that I know and respect how much you're fighting, and welcome to Earth.
Really? Thank you. It's so hard.
I can feel you fighting it, and I'm very proud.
That's going to be a stinger.
But then it'll defeat the purpose.
No.